Peace and love, family. Peace and love. We're going to get into something that, that might resonate with you and all that. You're hearing about the Hormuz Strait. Obviously, gas went up like 40 cents. Diesel went up, I think, like 55 cents. There's something else that comes through there that they don't talk about that move your truck. It's called DEF fluid. Without that, your truck won't run. Right? But we're going to get into it. I'm going to show you something that they're not talking about in the news. And maybe you might want to look into it. Peace and love, family. Get right with the Most High. Now, I bet you I didn't know that 25 to 33% of the world traded nitrogen fertilizers passes through the Strait of Hormuz. That's blockade. That the insurance companies don't even, it's canceling people's insurance if they go through there. 25 to 33%. Talk about food insecurities, huh? Ain't that crazy? Ain't that crazy? I don't think people are aware how bad of a situation this is. Approximately 25 to 33% of the world's traded nitrogen fertilizers passes through the Strait of Hormuz, often referred to as regional context, sometimes confused with local geography like Jammu, making it a critical choke point for global agriculture supplies. Also carries about 50% of the global sulfur exports. Crucial for fertilizer production. So not only do they carry 25 to 35%, 25 to 33% the nitrogen fertilizer, they also carry 50% of the sulfur that's critical for fertilizer. These people are playing with people like it's ridiculous. All right? The Middle East, relying on this strait, is the world's largest URA exporting region, moving nearly 20 million tons per year. Impact of closure. A desperation in this waterway risks significant spikes in fertilizer price, directly impacting global crop production. They ain't telling you that part, right? America first, though. America first, right? Is this America first? I'm just asking. Inquiring minds want to know. This will bring major food shortages. And this ain't stopping no time soon. It's not. That's the sad part. You see, for the 10% that's comfortable and got it and all that, that's keeping the economy propped up, that's not what I'm worried about. Not at all. I'm worried about the 90% that don't got it. That's what I'm worried about. And that bothers me every day. It does. It bothers me every day. Another thing is that we don't manufacture nothing here. We don't. And it's crazy. And it's going to hurt people more than people think. And I'm going to show you something else in this video that you probably didn't notice. Who knows? YouTube don't rock with me like that anyway, or send out notifications like that, but whatever. You want to be entertained? I'm not the entertaining type. It's just like this mic, right? I got to have this mic high because I got so much things going on at one time at this table. Well, you can't see it, but the table goes, it's wide. So I can move from over here to way over here and be doing things at the same time while I be doing stuff. But it's crazy to me. Did they take all this stuff into consideration? I don't think they did. Do you know there's a media blackout? When they show you the damages that them places are sustaining and the military bases are sustaining, but they want to act like, oh, we got their backs against the wall. If you want to see, don't watch them AI videos, because you're going to see AI videos that's going to be about 15 seconds. That's not the videos. If you want to know if the video is real or not, it's got to be over 30 seconds. Over 30 seconds, and you can see X is blocking a lot of that stuff and all that. But I'm going to show you something else. With the theater of Congress, right? How they try to, oh, we're going to take this out, that out. We're going to restrict him of his powers. But what else did the Congress vote on? We won't get into that. It don't have nothing to do with this. They ain't going to restrict him of his powers. They're the same people, bro. It's a front. It's all theater. It's all theater. That's all it is. But I'm going to show you something what they voted on that's very egregious. But again, nobody will be held accountable. I'm going to show you something. All right. Before I get into this, though, let me address something of somebody that emailed me something. I don't cap for black people, as you said. I just tell the truth. The disrespect towards black people is crazy. It is. You're taking 5% of a population and grouping a whole group of people in the population. Miss me with that. I'm black. We say black. My father's Puerto Rican and my mother's black. I just consider myself black. That's it. If you've never been around black people, you don't understand. You're trying to conflate things like I'm trying to. No. Come on, man. I know more people that do right than people that ever committed crimes. So how you going to tell me what my experience is? And I grew up in the Bronx. You got a handful of people that do crimes. In every race, you got a handful of people that commit crimes. But they don't all get grouped in as one people. Only black people get grouped in like that. Stop it. But let me show you something that came out that the news didn't even say nothing about. Let me show y'all something. Oh, you know what? Let me put on my headset. Because I don't want to... Because I had the speakers doing something earlier, and I don't want it to blare out. I don't want to change the settings.
Hey everybody, Tim Burchett. The House just did the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. We just voted to cover up sexual harassment of employees by members, if you can believe that. I got the sponsor right here with me, got Bobert. Y'all tell them what happened.
A shame. They did the most disgusting, egregious thing. They did the same thing too, though. With them F files, but they ain't gonna say that. They try to make it seem like, oh, you know, But he was one of them. Okay. Then you got Bobert. All right.
Shameful. They voted against my resolution that would reveal members of Congress who sexually harass employees on the Hill, women on the Hill, in the campaigns, lobbyists, etc. Shameful. So I don't want to hear.
They sent it to the ethics committee. So a bunch of congressmen are going to investigate
So let it
themselves.
go get hidden, right?
Yeah, this is exactly where bills go to die. So her privileged resolution is being sent to the ethics committee for members of Congress to investigate themselves. And remember, this is your tax dollars that were used
They're
in
hiding
this
it.
hush
They're
money.
hiding it.
Yes,
Taxpayers.
How many
used to
millions? How many
silence
millions are in that
Bill
thing?
staffers.
They said there's millions. that have been paid out.
Some years there's like 4 or 5 million
Oh,
that
you're
went to a
kidding.
slush
Wow.
fund that paid for members of Congress with your tax dollars to allow them to go sexually harass people on the Hill. And then the second thing is I want to say is I don't want to hear another word about Epstein or Epstein victims by a single person, Republican or Democrat, that voted against revealing sexual harassment on the Hill.
Let's get that list. How many people?
About the F-Files, you know what I mean? Yeah, I ain't bring this stuff out anyway. What are you talking about? Like, these people are weird, bro. But also, they like to bring up your tax dollars. Your tax dollars, your tax dollars. Your tax dollars. You don't ever see none of it anyway. Let's be real. The biggest scam is the federal note. How the money says federal note, and instead of saying silver certificate, and it's redeemable at the Treasury. So the dollar's really worth nothing. They're just making it seem like it's basically an IOU, but you never get nothing out of it if you used to turn it into something. You know what I mean? Like, these people are funny, man.
49 of us voted to make it public, right?
Yep, to actually
Transparent.
have transparency.
49 or 50,
and,
okay.
and this is the
Barely
crap that we see up
10%.
here all the
Barely
time. We are
10%.
actually standing for victims.
Okay, I'm
And we
running out
just
of
saw
time.
with Tony Gonzalez,
Yeah.
his staffer, who killed herself, lit herself on fire.
worst way.
The worst way to die. And this was part of the same fund that is being covered up. Did he pay her? Maybe she never got a check,
You'll
but
never
she doesn't
know.
have a life
You'll never
anymore.
know.
You'll never know. Anyway.
Rest in paradise to that lady that did that. That's sad to hear. But you'll never know. Well, we never know most of the stuff that y'all do anyway. This stuff is classified. Y'all classify so much stuff which shouldn't be classified. There's a lot of stuff that y'all classify that shouldn't be classified. But we'll never know. Ain't that funny? You'll never know. We don't know about most of the stuff. It's a lot more than what they, sexual harassment and all that. What about the bribery? Inside trading. It's all theater. But rest in peace to that lady, though. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully the victims get justice. I doubt it. But hopefully they get justice. Rules for thee, but not for me. Peace and love, and I'll catch you on the next one. Oh, yeah. Get right with the Most High. You thought I was going to forget her.